What is up, you guys? It's your buddy Upshaw, bringing you a new video on my Battlefield 1 settings. Now, I do have a more complete list of all my settings all broken down, but I'm making a new one today because there was an update to the sensitivity settings and just the overall stick settings in Battlefield 1 with this recent patch. And all in all, I think the change they made is absolutely fantastic. So what they did, and I'll get into the options right now. So what they did is they added a toggle for stick aiming acceleration, and I have it down to 0% aiming. That is not the default right now. This is what I have changed my game to be. So let me just show you the difference. I'm going to first jack it all the way up to 100% stick aiming acceleration. And this is what happens when you have the default option on. So see, there's a little bit of a lag. And what I'm doing right now is I'm hitting to the side on my joystick all the way. And you see, as I first hit, there's that momentary lag, and then it speeds up. That's the stick acceleration. So for slight movements, you don't have a whole lot of movement going on, but then it just wheels. And what happens with this sensitivity setting, or I'll say stick setting, is it messes up your consistency. Well, it's kind of like nice to have a little bit of tease. What overall happens is you kind of can't really know exactly where you're going to be aiming because you can't really accommodate for random joystick acceleration. So what they have introduced is the way that it was actually done in Battlefield 4, their last title. There was no stick aiming acceleration in that game. And what happens when you turn it all the way off in this title now? Well, you instantly have that whip. And you are in full control, I'll say, of your stick. There's no random acceleration, everything is consistent, and there's no input lag. There's none of this when you try to turn around, and it almost feels like your soldier is marching in molasses. It feels like it's sticky, almost, and then all of a sudden, it'll kind of whip up. Now it feels a much more reactive, I should say. There's no lag. It just overall feels better. And I think that this already, now that I've gotten used to the changes, has made my aiming better in this game. I think if you have not figured this out yet, you definitely need to make this change. It might feel a little bit weird because you may have become somewhat accustomed to the stick aiming acceleration, but I think that once you get used to it, it's all in all going to make your aiming a lot better. You're going to be a lot more accurate, and you're going to be able to consistently hit shots, and you'll be able to spin and kind of actually figure out where you are in the world, and you won't have to accommodate for that silly little stick aiming acceleration. Well, that's about it for me today, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. You should definitely check it out and make that change, and let me know down in the comments below whether or not that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. But let me know if it helped you guys out. I'm definitely looking to get some feedback on this. Overall, I think it's a fantastic change. Like I said, it's what it was in Battlefield 4, and I think playing with no stick acceleration is for the better. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed, a dislike if you didn't, and I'll catch you guys next time.